one of the hardest things about travel is staying healthy. So one of the things I always try to do is make sure that I walk. I am on the walkway, but I don't like to take the tram because I want to get my steps in. I was just sitting for 2.5 hours on a plane. It feels good to stretch my legs. So always really good right after a long flight or even before a long flight. You know, just make sure you're walking through. Try not to take the trams. And but the other thing too is finding good healthy food. And I was able to go to Whole Foods before about 4 days ago when I first landed in Austin, and I got some really great snacks and food, things I could nibble on. I had some turkey and cucumbers and nuts and just some really good healthy stuff. That's what I snacked on. But you know, if you go into these little stores, there's all kinds of they do have nuts, but of course it's all the nuts that they all have the seed oils in them, and a lot of junk. People like to just binge out and eat junk when they get to the airport, and it's just not going to serve you. You know, when you're traveling takes a toll on you anyway, and I just changed time zones, so I'm already tired. Plus I was at a 3-day workshop. So the most important thing is that you put good nutrients into your system and you stay well hydrated, because if you start eating really poor quality food, you are going to have even less energy and be a lot harder to make sure that when you come back into your time zone that you're going to recover. It take a lot longer to recover because of the fatigue, and your body needs to heal. You got to get back to your regular circadian rhythms, and when you're not giving it good nutrients, it just isn't going to work out that great for you. So I was able to get some great snacks, eat some good snacks, mostly because Texas wasn't really the health mecca, but known for barbecue and Tex-Mex. I think those were the only two kinds of food they had. I certainly wouldn't be going for sushi in Texas, but when you travel, it's really important. Just make sure I always say pack like a squirrel. Take your own food, find clean sources of foods. I had to look, like I found macadamia nuts, and it was just macadamia nuts and salt. Did not have anything else going on. So here we go. It's got all of these, pop and juices, just high sugar things here. Like we got Swedish fish, and there's a rack here, so you can just see all the junk in there. So there's a Mediterranean grill. I've eaten there before. So a lot of the airports have actually upped their game when it comes to restaurants. So you can oftentimes get decent food at the airport, but you pay a lot of freaking money for it. So I usually go into the Sky Club. It's $50 to get into the Sky Club, but heck, if you go get lunch and a coffee, you're paying that anyway. Sky Club usually has pretty decent food, pretty healthy snacks. They always have fruit in there, fruit and vegetables, so I always just snack on that. But yeah, if you want your body to heal through your time zone and get back on track with your energy, sleep, all of that, you got to take care of yourself when you're on the road. Don't allow being on the road to, don't use it as an excuse to adulterate your health. In fact, I think you even need to pay even more attention to what's going on. So there's the tram, and I'm just walking. I think, I don't know, what is this? Probably maybe a half mile, maybe. Could be longer. I'll have to check my Oura ring to check and see how far this walk is. But yeah, make sure you're moving, make sure you're hydrating, make sure you're eating, good high quality foods. You got to seek them out. There was a hotel or Whole Foods. It was a 10-minute walk from my hotel. A couple people went and they grabbed Ubers, and I'm like, walk the 10 minutes. Again, we were sitting in a workshop for 3 days. You want to get up and stretch your feet. I didn't get to exercise like I normally would, but walking is really important too. So you can really just keep the body moving and help your body heal from travel and sleeping in hotel beds and just all the things that can tend to go south when you're traveling anyway. So, all right, so that's all I wanted to tell you. Take care of yourself when you're traveling. It'll make your recovery, especially from time zones, a lot better if you're eating good, high-quality food while you're gone, and making sure you're staying well hydrated. I actually poured my electrolyte drink. I have a electrolyte powder. I poured it into my water bottle this morning and completely forgotten. And I went through security and I had to dump it out. So I did not get my electrolytes this morning. So I'm a little bummed out about that. But anyway, that's it. So right here to the end, walked you all the way over here. So that was about a 5-minute walk. So maybe not quite a half a mile, maybe somewhere between quarter and a half a mile. And that feels good on my legs. So, all right, I hope that helps. Keep that in mind next time you're traveling. And let me know what you think. Drop me a comment. What do you do when you travel? Are you trying to stay healthy? Do you seek out good quality foods, or do you just eat whatever's there? So, all right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.